Good morning, everybody. It's Morgan coming to you live from the Montrose, Colorado Nobby Lobby here at Highland Cycles for Gospel of Two Wheels number 29. We are 29 in. That is crazy that I've been doing this 29 times. Can't wait till we do another 29 more and maybe hopefully hundreds more after that. Garrett Anderson, what's happening? We are super duper stoked to have Destry Abbott on the show this morning. I started a minute or two early. Eric, what's happening from Texas? To kind of give everybody time to get on here. Hopefully people are join in before Destry gets here. Quick conditions report for Montrose, Colorado. It is gray and rainy right now and like crazy warm for this time of year. So that's a good thing. It means, Shane, what's happening, man? It means that Spencer Sutton's there. But yeah, with this rain, it means it's going to it's going to melt all the snow. So there's probably not much snow left, which is awesome because that means as soon as we get any sun, it's going to be absolutely perfect conditions out in the Adobe. So stay tuned. We'll be going to fly the drone out there as soon as we can. Ted Gilbert, what's happening? Jeff Rambo, what's going on? Brian is here. He's come to pick these things up to try them out. I'll be right back. Cameron Snar, what's happening? 65 today. Nice. Yeah, you got to absolutely take advantage of that, Eric. Chuck Roop, what's happening? I'll make sure I didn't miss anything. Roger Hurd, what's going on? Jason Podal, hey Portal, what's going on, guys? It's like I said, it's raining out there right now. It's I don't even know, it's 40 something degrees. It's gonna be a really good day. 80 in Lake Havasu for Roger Hurd. Brady Meter, what is going down? The snow is melting quickly here. It's muddy right now, but that will change as soon as we get any sun. If you're planning at all, Javier, what's happening? If you were planning at all to come out to our base camp open house / anniversary party for Highland Cycles, stay tuned. We're going to be doing, we might still do it out at the base camp and just hang out, but we might actually change it to my house for Supercross for Daytona because it is a mud fest everywhere, and I don't think we're going to be able to ride, unfortunately. Cammy Newman, what's going on? Roger, I know, snow, it's crazy. We have that here in Colorado. We're just waiting for Destry to jump on here as soon as he does. I just spoke to him last night, so we should be all good to go. The whole phone thing, I don't think he's ever done this before, so it might take a little bit before we get him on. I know, look at the tires. Although, actually, Shane, they're not straight up there. Those things are still messed. The mini tires are a pain in the butt because they don't all fit up there. Anyway, things are going well here. It's getting busy. It's going to be crazy here very shortly. Hey, Dallas, what's happening, man? Like I said, we were just waiting for Destry to come on here. As soon as he sends me a little message, he's probably hunting around on the... I take that. Justin Monroe, what's going on? He's probably looking around on our Facebook page. Ryan Oberlander, what's going on, man? So, what's going on in everybody else's world? Ryan, I was just up in Junction yesterday picking up a couple bikes. Hey, Destry just says he is watching. I think he's going to send me a thing saying he's got to make a comment. There he is, right on. We're going to send, man, you should be coming on here very shortly. So, guys, get your questions ready for Destry. We're going to make that happen. It's going to be awesome. Mini-time national champ, desert racer, and super duper badass, Destry Abbott. So, says he's adding in. Shane, I haven't ridden the soft bibs yet, or soft mooses. That's why, because it hasn't been decent enough weather to do it. So, Yeah, epic conditions out for sure up in GJ. I was looking at that, looked really good. John Hatch, what's going on? Yeah, stay tuned for the soft moose review because I'm gonna put them on my YZ, and the YZ still has spiky tires. I'm gonna take those off before I even ride it again. So hopefully very soon I'll be doing that. We are still, it says adding. Oh, no answer from Destry. I'm gonna hit him again here. Boom. So hopefully he sees that. Hopefully, Destry, you should be seeing like a request on your phone.
There he is.
There we go.
Nice.
I haven't done the Facebook thing, so I had to figure out how to do that.
Right on. Well, you got
it. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Sweet. So how's it going?
Really good. Really good. So how about yourself?
Very good. The conditions are getting better. The snow is melting, and it's going to be really, really good here soon.
Yeah, it's been awesome. We went riding yesterday. I got a guy here for a week, and yeah, it's like 79. But I'll take that since I know here soon you guys in Colorado and Utah and all that area up there is going to be good, and it's going to suck here in Arizona. So I'm in.
Has it raining down there?
It was, but it's already dried up. Like last week, we got pretty good rain. It's supposed to rain again next week, so we've had an awesome winter of riding down here. So it's been really good.
Nice, right on. So we'll start with the question we ask all of our people first. Do you like tacos, and if so, what are your favorites?
Who doesn't like tacos? How do you not like tacos? Yeah.
Thank you.
I love Mexican food. I got a belly. That's just my problem. I'm probably a carne asada. I actually like going down to Mexico. Street tacos, honestly, like as nasty as that meat is coming off those things down in the middle of nowhere, some of the best tacos I've had. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely agree. Hey, we're getting an echo. Is your phone like close to something?
My computer. So let me
like. Because if you pull it out of the way, it might be better. That, or if you have like headphones, sometimes.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I might have to do. Let me actually walk into my living room.
Okay, cool. Right on. Yeah, we may have to do, if you have headphones, plug those things in and put them on in.
Then I have to take you out to a tour to my van because my headphones are in the van.
Okay, sweet. That's perfect. So another question is, when are you coming up to Montrose to ride at the base camp?
Hopefully soon. I love it up there. So, as you know, that was the last time I saw you, and we did a little enduro cross, and yeah, I enjoy it. I know the summer we're planning on getting away for 4 or 5 weeks, my son and I, and yeah, it's good. So
awesome.
You see the helmet?
Yeah, we would love to get you up here, and actually doing like one of your boot camps would be way cool.
Yeah, they're so good to do. Sorry. Well, hopefully I can find my headphones.
I love it.
This is the best part about our show. It's like real.
This is real. This is my lifestyle. Actually, I pretty much run around. So, yeah, the lighting I know.
Nice.
Is the sound still bad? Because I'm trying to find my headphones. I don't know.
It's still echoing, and I don't know why. Oh, you know what? Maybe turn down the volume on your phone. I'm not sure. It's like my phone is going back into like feeding in the ears.
Oh, right.
But then I don't know, you gotta hear it too.
I know. Well, that's all right. I still hear you. I'm just trying to figure out where my my headphones are. So.
Right. I'm gonna read some of these questions. First of all, Brady fingers that the audio is as bad as I ride, which is totally true. Let's see. Oh, Ryan Overlander is asking if you and Cooper are going to do classes at the Endurocross again this year.
You know what? Honestly, my phone's my thing. I haven't even talked to the Endurocross group to figure out what the plan is there, since it's a new owner. Oh, I did find my headphones. Found them. So, yeah, I honestly don't know. At the first round, we are at the first round in Orofino. So I know in Orofino,
Okay.
yeah, that's the plan there. So, but after that, because James up there is awesome, has always been a huge supporter of ours. And I'm not sure after that. So that's going to be up to Endurocross.
Yeah, right on. How are the new owners? Is that?
I honestly haven't talked to them this year. So, I mean, I'm hearing good things. So, you know, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to be. So we'll
Good deal. Right on.
I don't know why it's not picking up.
So here's the question I have is, you've been obviously a massive career on Kawasaki's, and you're now on a KTM. How are you liking the new brand?
I'm actually loving the new brand. You know, like I was with KTM last year, Yamaha the year before, and now, 20 years before that, it was Kawasaki. So that was awesome. The KTM, I think, is really a usable, really easy bike to ride. You know, they're comfortable bikes. They're turnkey, pretty much. I get it, and we don't even do much to them. You know, we do a little suspension work. I personally like the spring forks, so we do the spring conversion. But honestly, man, the bikes are so amazing and easy to ride. So.
Wait, which spring conversion do you use?
We do the WP. There's a couple different ones, but we use the WP. So yeah. Sorry,
Does it just do the one leg?
I'm trying to figure out why my headphones isn't
Or
working.
No worries. Does it use the one leg, or does it put springs in both sides?
No. You nailed it right there. It's just the one leg. It's just it's kind of like the 250. What is it? The SFF or whatever they call it. Yeah.
Right. That's cool. And you're getting along good with that?
I'm sorry?
Sorry, you're getting along good with that setup?
Absolutely. No, it's super good. So that stuff I'm actually happy with. So yeah.
Awesome.
You guys might know.
And does WP? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Connects right to it, but it's not connecting right to it. So.
Oh, that's weird. The sound is definitely
Trying to. Yeah, I don't want it to echo. I didn't realize it was doing that too.
Yeah, I understand. Like some people's work and some people's don't.
Huh.
I'm wondering. I don't think it's mine.
No, it probably is. If I get it's not even like my headphones usually connect right when I turn it on and connect to it. So. Yeah.
That's all right. We'll just work through it.
We're trying.
Because it works. It sounds better on your side.
So I'm not sure why. Anyway, I don't know. So what else is going on in your world right now? Anything you want to talk about, like promotion things you're doing? Whoa, I lost him. Is anybody hearing anything anymore? Yeah, Ryan, I agree.
Hello?
Okay, are you there?
Yeah, you got me?
Yeah, is that better now? Nice. I think
Yeah.
we're good.
Okay. It's like it shows a little delay, but
Sweet.
now it seems to be working. Sorry, guys. My bad on all that.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. Our technical ability is not awesome.
Well, that's me. I needed my nephew or niece or someone over here that's 4 years old to help me out with all that. So I don't do computer stuff as well as I probably should.
So how did the race last weekend go down in the Works race?
Actually, we didn't end up going. Cooper is just on selective events, and it was up in the air. And I'm sure, like many of you up there, we've all been so sick. My wife was out of school. She's a teacher, and she was missing a few days. I was super sick, went to urgent care last week. Cooper was sick, and since he doesn't have to race that series, he just does selective. He just decided, the night before, he's like, I'm so sick. It's not going to do any good. So that was kind of a smart choice, I thought.
Right on. Yeah, always better to try to get healthy.
Right. Yeah.
So when is your next race then?
We're going to do, there's a Works race actually 10 minutes from here at Canyon. And then our next race is the ISD qualifier, or my next race, the ISD qualifier in Mesquite, Nevada. And it's part of the Sprint Hero series also.
Right on. So you're going to go back to 6 days?
I don't know. As much as I enjoyed it, I don't know if I would say as much as I enjoyed it this year, because this year in Chile wasn't as fun. It was pretty dusty and brutal, but I enjoy 6 days. I love the format. I love what it's about. It's all the U.S. riders coming together, walk and test. It's a cool thing to be part of. But at the same time, financially, it's pretty expensive for anybody that's tried it. It's like just a lot of money. So I just don't like ending on the note I ended on. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, that was obviously a rough situation. Obviously a bad crash. Any injury from that? Or?
Yeah, no, I broke a couple fractures in my spine. So I cracked my helmet, and I knew when I was sitting on the ground and barely could breathe and knocked the wind out of me that I'm like, oh, this is not good. And I tried to ride, and I went for another hour riding, and I'm like, I can't do it. So it was a smart thing, because if I would have crashed again, something bad could have happened, really bad. So yeah, it's just tough. I didn't go there. I had my last chemo treatment, a few weeks before that. And that was the last one I've had so far. So I'm happy about that. But yes, exactly. Yeah. But I went there, and my body wasn't healthy, and I tried it because I wanted to, have that experience with my son and race him, and it didn't work out. But I don't know. I'm fine with that. You learn sometimes on failures turn out to be a good thing. So yeah, it was all right.
Yeah. Did Cooper enjoy his experience down there?
Cooper did. I mean, he did great. He got a gold medal, and the last day he finished 4th overall club rider, and there's so many amazing riders that race at. So it was a good experience for him. And I'm like, everybody kept telling him that was the worst one. So, if he did that one and he had fun and he learned a lot, he got better each day. So we were happy. And, where he's at, it's his experience. That's what he's getting. And that's going to help him out in the long run.
For sure. What's, not to put it all like talking about Cooper, but, a lot of people, obviously know who he is and he's coming up. What's his favorite format of racing right now?
It would definitely be endurocross. He likes that technical. He's 6'2". He's a tall kid. He likes to use his legs, really technical skills. He doesn't like high speed. So everybody's like, oh, why don't you race Hare and Hounds like your dad? But honestly, he doesn't have any passion for that, which I'm fine with, because they're just kind of, I don't want to say scary. It's just, you have to ride within your limit. But they are definitely sketchy. Like, I don't miss pinning at 5th gear across the valley and having those oh crap moments, and you're doing 90 miles per hour going, oh, this could go bad. So, and I've broken a collarbone that way by going down. So yeah, I don't know. I'm more nervous when he races than of course I ever was. So me as a parent, sure. I'm like, let's do endurocross. Yeah, that's slow, technical. So I can watch you. I don't have to worry about where you're at. So it's neat. But as far as Cooper goes, we're having a blast right now. I mean, I cherish things more these days, and to be able to go out there and riding with him yesterday with some friends, and just enjoying it, really.
Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, I've got 2 boys. They're 10 and 12, and it's so much fun riding with them. I don't know, it's more fun than just about anything.
Right.
Even though we're kind of cruising around. It's just fun to watch them getting better. slowly but surely. It's really cool to get out there.
Yeah.
Speaking of hare and hounds, we went to the round one out at the Desert MCs
Oh, yeah.
and raced, and which was super fun. Are you ever planning on racing any of those again?
I don't know. I'm so competitive that even at 46, I still like to compete with the guys and the kids and stuff. If there's some good ones like Desert MC, there's some good clubs that do a great job. And maybe if there's some moisture, I'm like, all right, that's one I would go to. Like Utah, I love racing in Utah, Jericho. We've had some great races there. So if I was going to go do one, I'd probably go do one of the more technical, the slower ones. So I still enjoy. That's what I ride a lot, but I don't know. We'll have to see. So with KTM, they don't care what I do. So I just kind of pick and choose events I want to race and go have fun and enjoy it.
Sweet. That's awesome. Is it direct to the factory with KTM with you, or are you on a sub team? I don't know.
No, that's quite all right. No, I deal with KTM USA over in California, and I work with their marketing team. And I do magazine bikes and pretty much just PR events. I'll show up to an event, and we're going to the rally up in Colorado. So this September. So I'm just going to events for them and kind of, I don't want to say ambassador, but kind of taking that role more. It's not necessarily racing. They don't care if I race much. It's kind of showing up and just being part of it and enjoying the bikes.
That's awesome. Are you working with Quinn at all?
A little bit with Quinn, the same team as Quinn's on. Quinn that works with Tom and David over at KTM. That's who he deals with. Right. That's who I deal with also. So yeah, he's over there doing the 790, riding that the new 790 bike. They have a new adventure bike, which I'm excited for, and I want to definitely try to get one of those also.
Have you ridden one yet?
I haven't ridden the 790. A buddy had an 1190, and I took Charlotte, my wife, and I out. We did a fun little ride, and I'm like, I definitely got to get one of those. Cooper wants to get one now, and it'd be fun just to do some backpack trips and go through Colorado and just make a big loop around. So I'm all for that.
So I got some. Can you see the questions coming up on your screen?
I can. I just see you. No.
Okay, so I'll just read them to you. So Dallas is asking, "What's your favorite race?" There's a kid here in town who's
nice.
Huge fan of yours. So.
Man, I've had a lot of people ask that question, and I can't pick. I've had so many amazing, great moments racing. Like the Idaho City qualifier up there. That place was so awesome, and some of my favorite riding. I like riding in the woods, the desert. Not like East Coast woods, but more of an open woods. So I like those events. Those ISD qualifiers are fun because I come from the lighting's bad. I come from a motocross background also. So that's kind of like that sprint format, but you got to go fast. You got to know when to go fast, work on your bike, and then you get to ride with buddies. So it's cool. I like that.
Nice. Here, just a question. What was your first motorcycle and how old were you?
I was 7. I was a little PW50, little Yamahas. But nice. I actually didn't start racing until I was 11, 12. And then even at 13, I was full beginner. We were just going to desert events and just something I was passionate about and just kind of kept riding, and definitely what I love to do.
Nice. And what actually someone asked earlier about those sprint enduro races. Do you like that format?
I do, yeah. It's kind of what we talked about, like the qualifier format, but without the trail ride. Yeah. So it's pretty much just line up. But what's neat is, you do a test, you come back, and you could be in the B class and you finish 8th overall. Then they start you 8th overall in the next test. So now you're up there with the fast guys, and you don't really have to worry about dust because they spread you out enough, each individual rider, 20, 25 seconds. And then you throw down a test, and you got to pick up. We walk the test. It's really cool. I like that format.
Have you done some of the full gases back east?
I haven't. I've wanted to go to one of those. They look so good. Yeah. And they seem to be doing well also. So those actually look really cool.
They seem to actually be getting lots of racers. I mean, obviously, that racing is it's kind of hard getting people to show up these days, it seems like.
Right. Yeah. Well, the downfalls are so many different races now. I mean, you could find a big race every weekend. There's so many. When I was racing, it was kind of Hare and Hounds, GNCCs, Works. You know, there's a few big series. Now there's so many series and so many different races everywhere. So it's tough for the factories to decide what series to go do, what series to support, and stuff like that. So.
Dallas is asking, he said, what is your favorite bike? And I'm going to expand on, like, over the history of your racing, if you could pick one bike to keep, what would that be?
What do you think it would be? Just a question on my end.
I think it's got to be the KX500.
That's exactly it. Yeah, I would go with that bike too. And the funny thing is that bike didn't evolve at all since, you know, when I started riding it, and even before I rode it to when I ended my career on them, you know. But the nice thing was is we never had to do much testing. It was like once we got it good, it was pretty much this is how we're racing it for the 8 years I raced that bike. So it was just I play around on one every now and then. And the bikes nowadays are so much easier to ride, but it was kind of a cool bike to ride because you had to have that throttle control. You had to really finesse the bike because it would get you in trouble quick. Like it was stupid fast. So we had plenty of great moments and bad moments at the same time, but that bike was really good because most of my career of winning championships was on that bike. So.
What did you guys have you ever raced one that's been put into an aluminum, or not, maybe not raced, but ridden one that's been put into an aluminum frame?
I have not. I've never even ridden one, honestly. I've never even ridden one like that before. Dave Chase, who built me a really cool KX500 with different subframe and low boy pipe and all that. That was an awesome bike. That was really cool. And the motor on the 500 is probably one of the best motors because you can ride it a gear high and lug it, and there's power whenever you want. And, you know, it's a great desert bike for sure. So, yeah.
Yeah. What KTM are you riding? Which model?
I actually have 3 of them right now. I have the 300, the new TPI, then I have a 350, the XCF, and then a 450 XCF. So it's kind of cool because it's a good – that's one thing I like about KTM and Husqvarna even is there's so many different bikes you can choose from. You know, it's like, do you want to ride – tight woods? Do you want to ride desert? You know, where some of the manufacturers, Japanese, are just 450 or 250. And I enjoy being able to play around on different bikes. And the 350 I rode yesterday, it was fun because I'm 200 pounds and just kind of ride it everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. How do you like the TPI?
I love the TPI. Yeah, Cooper got one, and we were supposed to go to Rev Limiter last week, but that was the same time as Works, and a little bit of a conflict there. But they're amazing bikes, really smooth, easy to ride. The suspension's a little on the soft side, especially the forks, but the thing goes through rocks and it's easy to ride. So it was the first time having a 2-stroke in a long time, and I'm enjoying that.
Nice. And are you with the suspension? Are you getting the WP guys to set that thing up for you? Because stock, it's not great.
No, exactly. The nice thing about the 300 is we're only riding on like extreme gnarly slow speed stuff, so it's pretty soft,
right,
which it is on the soft side, but it works well for going over boulders or riding rock fields, which is what we do here in Arizona. So it works pretty well there, but it is on the divey side, especially coming down the hills. I'm like a little nervous to go over the front end because it's diving so much. But yeah, we do AEO, WP does our suspension, and they do a great job with that.
Right on. Have you had to do anything with the mapping on it at all, or any of the fuel stuff?
Cooper's is stock. KTM, like I said, I got mine from KTM, and they changed the mapping, and it's a little richer, especially down low. So it works out well. Yeah, I actually really like that setup. But we got to get Coopers to do the same now.
Cool. Yeah, we've had I've gotten to ride a few of them, customers, both the Husky and the KTM, and my experience has been that they're real lean on the bottom, and they are kind of anemic in stock form. They're great bikes, super smooth, but just when you nail it, it just kind of it's real slow to take off.
No, you nailed it right there. You pretty much said it perfect, and that's how Cooper's is it's easy to ride, but it's a little teeny. It's just like, oh man, it's a little almost hesitant because it's a little on the lean side, especially right off that bottom end.
Right on. The what was else was like? So obviously you spent a lot of time in Mexico. What was your favorite Mexico race? Like year, bike, all that stuff.
I haven't done too many.
Or a favorite.
Right. I haven't done too many Baja events. I did a few after my career, kind of with the factory Cowie team. But the races I enjoyed going down there to do were usually like Tecate Hare Scramble. Like I said, everybody knows me as like, oh, you like to go fast. But honestly, I like the more technical, slow speed races. That's what I felt like separated riders. So I enjoyed that. That was more my style. Tecate is such a cool place, cool little village kind of thing. I forget what they call it, but hotel area. It's really cool to hang out there and go play ride.
Nice. Have you done the Tecate Enduro, the newer one?
Yeah. So I've done when it used to be an Enduro, then it went to a hare scramble, then they did a qualifier format. So it's not super far for us. So I've been down there and raced that quite a few different times. It's been a few years, but yeah, I love going down there.
Right on. Yeah, it's an awesome place. Actually, I'd love to hear a little bit about your boot camp thing because I know there's a lot of guys that would love to be trained by you.
Yeah.
I really would like to maybe see, I know we've talked about it, get one up here at our new location. So kind of give everybody an idea of like what that looks like, what a Destry Abbott boot camp looks like.
Yeah, so it depends on, I do like week boot camps. I got a guy, Chris, right now that he's staying up in our apartment that's attached to the house for a week, and I do a week camp and then they come and they pretty much live with us. They train with us. Yesterday we went and did yoga. We have a pretty good routine that we do with our athletes, and they have dinner and we talk about the mental side, kind of on, off the bike. We do workouts and we usually ride 4 or 5 days a week, and we work on functional, form. If you ride the bike the right way, posture, it's like working out. Like if you can be efficient and work on the bike the right way, and you're going to be safer, you're going to be more energy efficient. So that's something I'm big about, is riding the bike the right way, the safe way. And it's not about the speed at first. We really work on riding the bike the way you should, like I was saying, and then the speed will come. And that's kind of the same thing with, I do 2-3 day camps. Like I said, I'd love to make it up your way and do a Saturday, Sunday camp. And like I said, we do both days, we'll go to different spots, and we have 10, 12, 15 riders, and just really put a lot of emphasis on, of course, having fun, but at the same time, how to ride the bike, the right way and being efficient on it.
Right on. And when you train down, like with you, if you're doing your thing, do you guys do weights and cardio stuff also with them? Yeah,
so that's a great question. And we do a lot of plyometric, really like not fast moving, not like CrossFit where we go to failure. We really do slow movement. Same thing like on the motorcycle. We just really work on form, and it doesn't have to be an explosive. We do, like I said, we do yoga yesterday. We do yoga 1 day, 2 days a week. It's probably one of the most beneficial things that a lot of riders don't realize. And even Alden Baker and all those guys back in the motocross scene, they're huge into yoga. And it's injury preventive, especially as you get older, you lubricate those joints, stretch out your muscles. And when you do dab or something, your body's limber. And that's such an important thing. But even when we get to working out in the gym, it's all like single leg stuff. We'll do some explosive, because basically on your bike, you're exploding. It's like jumping, using your legs, using your core. And we're always big into the core because that's your balance on your motorcycle also.
Right on. Yeah, that's one thing I struggle with. I've got some joint issues because I'm 43, so I'm not too far behind you.
Yeah.
And the joints start to like tighten up a little bit, and it's super not awesome.
I know that feeling all too well. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you could pick anywhere in the country, let's say, to ride, obviously not Arizona because you have chosen to live there, so we know you like it there.
Yeah.
Where would it be?
I honestly, it would probably be Colorado, Utah, or like Oregon area. Those are places I'd probably give honestly the nod to Colorado just for the reason, yeah, no. I grew up when I was younger, a teenager. My dad, we would do a 2 week road trip, and we would literally stay in a tent, and we would travel, to different places, and so I grew up riding up there, and all during the summer, and I don't know. I think it's a lot of it brings back some amazing memories with him, riding with him there. But just be able to ride to town and spend the night and do different things like that was something you can't do at too many places. So, you're riding at 10,000 feet, 11,000 feet, and next thing you know, you're back in the trees. It's beautiful. For me, I enjoy those moments and stopping on a hill, you see Jeeps and stuff, and it's just cool to sit there on top of a mountain with your friends or loved ones and just kind of take that in.
Yeah, it's so cool because I mean, fortunately for us, in a lot of places on the western side of the state now are realizing how much financial benefit motorcycling brings.
You're right.
Montrose in the last year just made it legal to ride on every county road with any bike.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you can have numbers on your bike and you can legally ride on county roads. You just have to have OHV registration and insurance, liability, which is like nothing.
Right.
So it's cool because like here in town, pretty much everything is a county road.
Yeah.
It's such a small town. So other than like downtown, and the state highway, it's legal. And actually it's legal to cross the state highway. So you can, like, from our shop or from the base camp, you can ride every area around here without ever having a license plate on your bike.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's actually really cool. Yeah. Arizona's pretty good about, I was gonna say Arizona's pretty good about street legal and stuff, but it's like what you just talked about. We're just closing more and more land that honestly, I'm all about supporting and, helping keep trails open. And it's a bummer to see them shutting down so much stuff lately. So yeah, hopefully that'll change.
Yeah. And I guess it's lucky that we have who we have running our public lands. But
yeah.
Our BLM here is like super pro new single track. It's crazy. You go talk to them like, hey, we want to put this single track in here. Like, okay, we got to do all the, you got to jump through the hoops, but we can do it. And, within the last 10 years, I think they've added 30 something miles of trail. And now at our like local place where we park most of the time, we have a full enduro cross track and supercross track that's free.
That's cool.
Crazy.
Yeah. And it's a great family sport. Like I have new riders I work with quite a bit, and a lot of people, their idea is a little different than what it really is. And they get in, they're like, dude, everybody's so helpful. You go to an event or whatever. And I'm like, that is off-road. Like it is a great family sport. And, I'd rather spend money on my kids growing up and buying them some gear and stuff like that, and instead of going down that other road. So yeah, they're great memories, and it's a fun sport for sure.
Yeah. And it's funny because my wife, she's second generation Forest Service employee.
Yeah.
And everybody thinks like, oh, the Forest Service is all against, she works here for the Forest Service, and it's just really cool to see the land agencies around here supporting us. And I know they aren't so much in California and some places in Arizona. And I think the real pressure though comes from the cities.
It is.
And places like Phoenix, is growing so crazy fast, and the people want to buy their land and lock it,
Right.
And it's unfortunate, but it's cool because even like I said, my wife, who doesn't ride, has no desire to ride dirt bikes at all.
Yeah.
She sees the benefit of the kids. They work hard. Like my boy, they don't get new bikes. And he had to rebuild a KX100 crank and all to get his new bike.
Yeah.
We bought it blown up from a customer, and I'm like, all right, dude, here's a crankshaft, here's this, and I'll help you through it. And it's just cool to see what you can learn and do, and invest in your life as opposed to video games, which I
Right.
hate.
Yeah. Cooper plays around, but he's not that big into them. And I'm not good. And whenever I go try to play with them, it's a waste of time. So I'm like, this isn't fun. So I'll go back outside. I'll go do something out there. Yeah.
Absolutely. So where did you grow up? You're talking about did you grow up in Arizona?
I'm a native here. Yeah. I live pretty much in the Northwest Valley of Phoenix most of my life. So yeah, I like it here. You know, summer sucks for sure, but the rest of the year I absolutely love it. So like I said, we travel during the summer since my wife's a teacher. We go either to Colorado, Utah, or the Northwest is one of our popular places during the summer.
Right on. And guys who are watching, if you guys got questions for Destry, jump in here, please. Let's see. What thing? Do you have anything going on that you want to promote? Like any new boot camps coming up, or anything like that?
So yeah, no, that's cool. I appreciate that. Actually, I have a cool all women's boot camp we're gonna do towards the end of April in Reno. I'm going up there for a 2-day camp, and the females are it's like so awesome to see that sport growing and with the females. And then the following weekend, I'm actually doing one here again, a 2-day class, one in Phoenix, Saturday, all females, and then Sunday open to anybody. I just pretty much been staying busy doing classes and group classes during the week or weekends. So yeah, I'm having fun with that.
Where can people find out? Like where's the best place for people to find out about that stuff?
So my daughter, who does a great job at running our D8 page, D8training.com is our website. And we've been trying to post like dates on schools, or if you have any questions, I answer all those emails. And then the D8 training, our Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, or my personal one. I usually try to promote any bigger group classes. So yeah, but it's been keeping me busy, but I absolutely enjoying that more than I ever thought, because it's rewarding for me to see riders I work with and see them get their first win or experience new things and be able to do things that they didn't think they were going to do. And for me, I'm loving that. That's actually a really cool thing.
Nice. John Hills, they said, what was your favorite bike growing up? So as a kid, before you got on a full-size bike.
I think it was probably, and they weren't good bikes now, but the KTM 125, because it was probably just because I was moving off a Mini. And when I went to the 125, it had so much suspension and it had disc brakes because I was on drum brakes. You know, that was back in the 60s. No, I'm not that old, but no, it was it was early 80s and mid 80s. You know, I think it was 88 is when I moved up to a big bike, and it was a cool experience for me to jump on a big bike. And I remember that was, you know, in tears when my dad brought home this new bike, and it was something I cherish and definitely enjoyed that.
And a lot of people don't know. Everybody knows you for winning every hare and hound known to man, but a lot of people don't know that you have a history on Pikes Peak.
Yeah.
And I'd love for you to tell that story if you have time. I mean, it's 11. We've gone over time, but if you have time,
that's fine. No, absolutely. That's great. And that was something I posted on my Instagram not long ago. I think it was, 98. Yeah, 98, 99. I just signed with Kawasaki, the factory team. I was with KTM, and it was over in Italy and over there racing, and they offered me a ride. And that next year, KTM, Vosberg, a team I was used to ride for, had this really cool, like, flat track bike with a KTM motor in it. And, you know, they talked to Kawasaki and said, hey, do you think Destry could do this one time, race Pikes Peak on this 250 KTM bike? And back then those things could happen. And they're like, oh yeah, that'd be cool. So I went there and raced the 250 Pro class on a KTM, even though I was riding for Kawasaki that year. So it's pretty rare, but ended up winning the 250 Pro class, and barely by less than a second. My bike was so slow up top, but that was a cool experience. That was when it used to be a lot of dirt. Right in the middle, it was paved, but it was actually dirt most of the way. So it was so cool. Big old 8 handlebars, and you know, it was a weird bike to ride because it really had no suspension, but that was awesome. It was a cool experience.
That's cool. Is that the only time you've raced Pikes Peak?
No, I raced the 2 years. I think it was 2 years before that for that Vosburg KTM team. Yeah, and it's like anything. The first year, I think I got fourth or whatever, but it was a learning experience. You know, learning that road because I didn't have a clue and I was chopping when I probably shouldn't have been chopping.
There, are you? Looks like maybe the internet connection slowed down. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Cool. Right on. You're back.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I raced a year before or 2 years before. But yeah, it's just it was new, so I just needed to get the seat time, and that experience paid off for that last time I did it.
That's sweet, man. Well, cool. We have taken up a lot of your time, and I really, really appreciate you being on here, man.
Absolutely.
It means a lot, and we're going to go ahead and sign off. And again, if you want to follow Destry, DA8
training.
What's the website again?
Training.com.
DA8training.com. Obviously on all the socials, look for Destry Abbott. You'll find him. Again, we really want you out here, so we'll talk about that. We'll figure that out. And yeah, man, thank you so much. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
No, thank you for having me on. And yeah, I will definitely be up that way soon.
Sweet. Right on. And you can just hit that little X in the thing and you'll be good.
See. All right. Well, thank you guys.
Right on, man. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. See you later.
All right. Take care. Right on. So go. Cool, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much. There you go, Megan. Thank you for putting that up there. Appreciate it. Punk Rock Club, thank you for watching all the way to the end. Give me the horns. I really appreciate you guys all being here. I know Destry does too. That was awesome. If you guys enjoyed that interview, like, share this with, I know it's a long one. It's like 45, I don't know. Anyway, a long time. I think you guys get a lot out of it. Share it to all your friends that didn't get to watch it. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you spread love and peace in the world, because that's what we should do as dirt bikers and people. Yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome time. Weather is definitely going to get better here really soon. Stay tuned for all the cool stuff coming up with Highland Cycles, and stay tuned to get Destry Abbott out here. It's actually for real. We've been talking about it a lot, so really hoping we can make that happen this summer. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope that very soon you guys get to go ride your dirt